Yes, and welcome back everyone to another episode of Where You At Whistler podcast. My name is Steve, and the other half of the program is sitting next to me, the president of Whistler's very own One Direction fan club, Peggy Spear.
It's just storytelling. That's the easiest way to kind of explain it. It's just storytelling of the people in our community.
Well, he was just in town.
He was just in town.
You may not recognize their faces, but their voices probably sound familiar. Peggy Spear and Stephen Bonaventura are the people and personalities behind the popular Where You At Whistler podcast.
For us, it's not just sort of business owners and celebrities and whatever. It's anybody. It's the average Joe, and it's somebody who's coming to share the experience in Whistler for just a month, or who have made it a lifelong home.
Their 45-minute bi-weekly podcast features just about anybody, and they chose me for episode 22.
We're going to introduce Heather Butts to the show. She is the host and producer of the very entertaining show, Go See the Sky. I think it's important because people in this town have a story to tell, and if somebody can hear that story or get something out of it, they can use it as an inspiration, and they can sort of like get a laugh out of it, all the way up to maybe motivating them to climb a mountain.
I have. I'm a ski coach, and so I landed here at the end of September of 2013.
Our episode may not be hilarious or motivating, but it did meet the podcast criteria. Simply share stories and opinions in a relaxed conversation. We chatted about what brought me to this town, my role as host and producer of Go See the Sky, and the crazy adventures I've enjoyed on the show.
We both have to be, pretty fit and active. We're always hiking or biking.
I love the freedom of a podcast. There's no commercial aspects to it. There's no restraints to it. It's your voice, your audience, your podcast. You can say and do whatever you like. And people can listen. People don't need to listen. It's purely a choice. There wasn't a scream or a yell or a this is awesome. It was a
The free podcast is the brainchild of Bonaventura. It was his way of sharing this unique mountain town he calls home with the rest of the world.
People should listen because it's A, it's funny, B, it's local and it's our town and these are our stories, and C, it's free.
What would be a dream? I'd like a dream job. We get a lot of listeners from around the world who kind of dream of coming to Whistler, and they're getting a little glimpse of kind of the characters that are running the show here, or sort of running the asylum, so to speak.
The podcast is available on iTunes, so you'll know what's going on in Whistler no matter where you're at. From Whistler, I'm Heather Butts for Shaw TV.